Yes, people, we're back again with another Premier League greatest of all time playlist. This time we're doing the strikers. Some of your strikers won't be here. We don't care what you say, they ain't making the list, man. What you saying? Brush. All right, Brush.
I'm good, man. I'm good. No, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were gonna stop after each one. I thought you were just gonna read out everyone that's here. Also, I'm hearing a bit of feedback as well. I don't know whose mic that is.
Yeah, I can hear echo.
I hear it as well.
Me too. I'm gonna mute.
I don't hear it anymore.
Okay, still can. Hold on.
It's nice of you to start this again, though. Realistically, a good month and a half after the last one.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Don't worry, it'll be like that sometimes.
Is it still here?
I wonder if it's Ed.
Is the echo still here?
Is the echo still here?
No, I think it's gone.
Okay.
Then it's Ed. Then Ed's the only one on mute.
Is it me? Is it me?
We think so. Ed.
Yeah, where's school? So, what you saying, Roland? You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. It's hot in the UK, 30 degrees, but hey, I got my juice. I got the fan. I'm chilling right now. I'm chilling.
I'm not that hard, bro. You might need to go outside, fam. Just go outside and let the breeze blow, fam. That's all. Let's go outside, fam.
I was out early.
Realist. What breeze? What breeze, bro?
I was out early today. Like when I was out, it was like 11. I was like half 11, maybe nearly 12. I was like, yeah, I'm going back inside. Let's do hot, bro.
All right, what you say, Ed? Is it hot as well? Or the way these man complaining?
No, it's hot. It's proper hot. I tried to play football with my son at about 12:30. That was a mistake. We went in within about 10 minutes.
Yeah, should have just made it FIFA, Red.
Yo,
that's where we went to in the end.
We game of FIFA.
We did. We played for an hour. Played FIFA. So that's what we did instead.
That man said, "Yo, we need AC break, fam. Not water break. We need AC break, fam. It's too hot." What are you saying, Vibes?
I mean, all good, apart from it's 50 degrees outside. But,
what's the temperature right now? What's the temperature for you, man?
30,
probably about 60, 67.
67.
It was 30 earlier on today, but it's like 27 now.
It's 32 for me, right? Well, I'm in AC, so it's not that hot no more. It's calm.
You just had to get that in there, right?
You did it. Had to sneak in the AC.
Yeah.
Just a little light.
Oh, look at me, I've got AC. Our houses are not designed to keep heating. Look at us. Hope we get relegated.
You know, if I get relegated, I mean your team's getting relegated as well, right?
I did say your team. I just said you personally.
What's the equivalent of someone getting relegated? That's a bit mad,
But cross that bridge when it happens, isn't it?
Just huge down in the dumps by yourself.
Freezing, yeah. All right. Well, I believe you're.
Bro, do you live in Narnia or something?
Antarctica.
So we all know the rules for this list, fam. It's gonna be mad today. It's gonna be mad. Going with the strikers, some of the greatest ever players we've seen in the Premier League with strikers. This is not gonna be fun, I'm not saying he's in the wardrobe, What the hell is wrong with this, brother? Since I'm going first. Wait. I need to clarify this before. Strikers, are we talking about like the ones that there used to be big man, little man partnership? People like Letitia and them.
Just strikers, really. It's just strikers, man.
Letitia doesn't count.
There's only There's only one name, for me in my personal top 10. I'm like, do you count him as or not? But we'll come to it.
Yes, old school 10s were strikers, really. They count as strikers.
Right, so Bergkamp is in there, right? Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis Bergkamp. No, it's not in order. It's not in order, but we'll put it in order after. But we're trying to get our top 10, and we'll sort it after. Dennis Bergkamp from the first one I'm calling. I don't think anybody could have a problem with that, brother.
Nope, he's in my top 10.
Quinn Phillips.
He's in my top 10, so I can't. Yeah, I've got nothing to say on that one. He's there. He's in mine.
Can't lie, he weren't in mine.
This Pete over here.
I'm not surprised. On that note, I wonder if he was in Vibes.
Because if you
Because
see
I'm
mine,
pretty sure he's in Ed's.
if you see
He
mine,
is.
Yeah.
you wouldn't argue. I don't think.
So we're seeing a pattern here in it. So yeah, I doubt he's in Vibes as one.
So you're saying me and Roland are correct again, yeah? Is this what you're saying?
That's what you're saying.
That's not what
But
I'm
it's
saying.
not. We're going back to Desai all over again. I'm not doing
He's,
this.
yeah, he's not top 10. He's not top 10.
But look, if
Yeah,
I
I
gave you
don't
my
care.
10, you wouldn't argue though. That's the thing.
Will we do? Would we do?
You wouldn't
Nah,
argue.
but listen, the trouble is the rest of us could give you guys our 10, and you just dismiss the ones that you don't remember because you were too young.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you're probably going to
Like the
say,
disrespect you man put on Steve McManaman and calling him a commentator is mad.
Bro, bun the FIFA brother from the cover, bro.
Bergkamp was cold. Don't get me wrong. Like I still remember the thing at Newcastle, bro. The little flick around that I remember that. However, there's certain things about him, like he didn't like to travel, bro. Man didn't like planes.
Bro, bun the aeroplane.
What's the aeroplane? What's that got to do with what he's going to do further?
He wouldn't go to the big away games in the Champions League. That's why Arsenal.
But that's Champions League, though, isn't it? This is the Premier League. All
He
time.
had a phobia. He was in a plane crash.
Yeah.
wait, hold on. But when you mentioned Desai, you talked about his France career, but now Roland can't mention Champions League, yeah?
This guy, fam.
Jesus Navas, was homesick and came to Man City for like 2 years and dipped, bro.
No, because that's a false equivalency. The whole Desai thing was just that at the time it was questioned what he could achieve if he played with better players. So
no, we didn't say that. You just you put him in that top 10 just because he was Desai.
No, that's not why at all.
Yeah, if his name was Barry, yeah, you would have put him there.
5 years.
But this is ridiculous though. Like we don't need to talk
This
about
is Dennis Bergkamp.
where Bergkamp didn't travel to. Because this is Premier League. This is Premier League.
By the way, I never said he wasn't in my top 10 just to, remove myself from these allegations.
But is he though?
So basically, Roland's on his own. Yeah,
but is he though?
I'll stand
He is.
I'll stand on my own. Okay.
All right, we'll get to Roland soon, but I'm telling you now, Bartime, Haaland's not on this list, fam. He's
Haaland can't be on this list.
Not this day and age, fam. Probably 10 years.
Not yet. Maybe in 10 years' time we'll revisit that.
No.
No way Haaland could get on this list. Not right now, fam. Big up Paxton. Should be singing for Dwight York, bro. Every time I think about Dwight York, I think about him as a human being, fam. Can't get past some of this stuff.
As a human being? What?
Human being? What are we doing here?
Yeah, well,
the Wolves fan as well. That's Ed. Ed's a Wolves fan, Nate. Ed.
Yeah, Nate with the shots.
Yeah, Nate's for his shots, bro. Let's get it.
Brush. What's your strike? What's your player?
Let's go for the easy ones, innit? Let's get the easy ones out of the way. I'm going for Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Man like Ruud, you know?
Absolute gun.
The hitman himself, he's a proper hitman, fam.
Best poacher in Premier League history.
Gun man. My favorite.
I can't say he's the best poacher, but the guy knew how to finish as well.
He's right up there, isn't he?
Everything.
Deadly.
Favorite player all time at Manchester United, fam.
One goal outside the area.
Yeah, I think it was just one.
Well, forget that. There, he didn't need to.
You remember the one against Fulham where he won the ball in the halfway line and just ran past everyone?
Go on.
It was that one, yeah. But you know, the goal at Charlton, bruv, in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
When Rooney, I think it was a counter attack. Rooney, Ronaldo exchanged passes, and they crossed the ball. I think Rooney hit it with the outside of his right, and Ruud turned and chested it, so it landed in a perfect spot and volleyed it, killed the game 3-1. That's my guy.
I just want to say my point about him not scoring goals outside the area was a credit to him, not me dissing him. I think that's brilliant. That's why for me on my list he's the best poacher. That bloke, it didn't matter. Didn't matter what right foot, left foot, head it went in. It was unbelievable for that period of time.
What about this comment here, Ed? That's just for you to say. That's all you could get in on the list.
Do you know what? Jimenez would have been an honourable mention if David Luiz hadn't done what David Luiz did, because that geezer was a player at that point.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, since that, his career is just wow.
David Luiz in Arsenal. I haven't forgiven him, and I won't ever forgive him because there was no need for him to do what he did that day, and no one talks about it.
Listen, it's a miracle that he's even like still alive and still able to walk around and operate, let alone play football.
I know Roland's gonna like this comment.
No, yeah. Jog was in my top 10. Yes.
Don't worry, we'll get onto that one today.
He's in my top 10, bro. Hey, but see, Ebanks Blake here. Shout out to him, man. He was a killer in the youth team for United, man,
and the championship.
Andy Johnson, yeah. All right, so what's your player?
Andy Johnson was cold too. Andy Johnson was cold too. Huh?
What's your player then?
Thierry Henry.
Finally.
Must have TT in there.
Thierry Henry. He's number one in my list.
Number one. Next.
He said number one next. Forget that, fam. He's just next. So anyone has any rebuttals like, he's not that good or anything? Anyone wants to come?
No, nothing to run.
Tariq here, so there's no point me trying to even piss him off.
Remember last time Tariq was here, he was one talking about Fabregas. So.
Oh yeah, he said piss Fabregas.
He might have something mad about Henry that we don't know about yet.
Yeah, he's probably like, you couldn't beat Barcelona, so you left to go join them. He's probably going to say something like that.
I wonder, because Tariq, he's a mathematician. Yeah, I wonder if he knows Thierry Henry's XG for his career.
Expected threats and all this stuff.
No, because Tariq loves XG, and I don't like that stuff. He annoys me.
Stan Collymore, yeah.
What's his Stan Collymore?
Go on, Ed. What's yours?
Alan Shearer.
That's it.
Alan Shearer.
That's it. He's number 2 on my list.
Yeah, number 2 on my list too. Goals, incredible. And just as an aside, that bloke lost 2 seasons to career-threatening injuries and still is the top scorer in the Premier League.
And his longevity as well, isn't it?
And his career started before the Premier League.
Yeah.
I sometimes feel kind of bad for that guy, because
if it wasn't for the rebranding of the league, like honestly, there would have been way more goals.
I want to just
people treat him like ready salted crisps, he's just there in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's actually bad. You want to know where where I feel like it went kind of downhill for him. Yeah, when he ended up being a manager of Newcastle, bro, and they got relegated. That's where people just said, yeah.
He was only like an interim, though, isn't it? He wasn't.
I know, but it's like because he was the face of Newcastle.
Now, for me, I think people disrespect Shearer just because he wasn't consistently in Europe. So
you know what I don't like about Shearer, yeah? This dead celebration, fam.
Yeah, he's boring.
What the hell is that, fam?
Hey, I like that celebration.
Hey, listen, it's Command's just put his hand up like, how many? It's me again.
It was trademarked, isn't it? That was a celebration.
Dead celebration, man. Put his hand up, man.
Listen. Would you rather that or like Peter Crouch's robot?
Really? Bro, man's acting like he's in middle school.
There's an honourable mention.
I got the answer.
Really?
Shit.
No, really, what are you talking about? I seen him do I think, what was it? It was one like shot outside of the box against Everton, bro. Like, I don't know what year that was, yeah. And he just put his hands up and started running. I was like, yeah, this is the guy, bro.
Bro, all he did is like, brother, what? Get out of here, fam. Hands up merchant, fam. What's going on with this, brother? This is Nate's list, yeah. Shearer, Henry, RVP, yeah. Drogba, 4th. Okay.
Yeah, you see that number 4, yeah.
Paula, Aguero, Owen, Andy. All right, Andy, cool. I thought it was Andy Carroll. That was like, no.
Yeah,
right. Okay.
Don't disrespect Andy Cole, bro.
Shearer lost his last minute of the year when he was in manager at Newcastle. Honorable shouts to Eto'o Cup.
Yeah,
no. I should sit.
I was like 40 when he came to the Prem, bro.
Nah, bro, Nate, you need to join the stream so I can kick you out, fam. That's nonsense. Get out of here, fam.
And the Costa thing was
Vibes, what's your player?
I'm going to keep this one quick because I want to get onto the one player who's not making on this list here. That's going to annoy someone. Harold Edward Kane. And before we move on, he's clear of Drogba, who's not making this list.
Aye, you're hurting my heart, bruv. No.
He is clear of Drogba, though.
I'm not going to lie. If I had to choose between the two, I'm going Kane.
He is. No, he is. He's definitely clear.
And I wanted to get that out of the way quickly because, Drogba's not making a top 10.
He has to. What are you talking about?
He's on mine.
You're saying he has to. You're saying he has to, but not me.
He's number 10 on mine, Drogba.
Bro, he's in the top 10 for me.
Drogba for me is what he changed how football was played because he could do the complete lone man forward job by himself, and he was the first one to do it in the Premier League.
Bro,
Yeah, but it was Lampard that allowed him to do that as well.
See,
let's not talk about Lampard.
No. Drogba allowed Lampard to play how he played.
I'll kick myself off if we have to talk about that. Deflection merchant again.
Go on, Ed. I love Ed, man. That deflection twat, fam.
He had to adapt his game, fam. Like at points to help Chelsea, bro. But then even in that little 2-year spell that Mourinho was in, the man was doing his thing, bro. Like in
both boxes.
Both boxes.
Yeah. There we go.
What are we talking about? Man, it's cool, isn't it? It's cool.
All right,
we'll get on to Drogba soon, don't worry.
We'll get there. We'll get there soon enough. Sooner rather than later. So he said Harold, eh? All right. I want to put bro, I hate this guy because I remember I was a kid, bro. I was celebrating in my living room, bro, because I thought we won the league, fam. This waste man scored, fam. That bloody loser, fam. The short brother from Argentina. I ain't gonna call his name, bro, but y'all know him, fam. That loser, fam.
The guy, that guy.
That brother, fam. Yeah, him. The one, you know the one I'm talking about.
Oh,
yeah. We won the league, I really was pissed, I really thought we won the league, bro. I was happy as hell, and then this loser came and scored. I blame Joey Barton. I blame Paddy Kenny. I blame all these QPR man, fam.
I blame.
Yeah, but that guy, he turned into a groupie now, innit? That's why his life's become now. He's a groupie.
So that whole team, bro, bunch of losers, fam. But that shit hurt, I was celebrating my ass off, I was like, yes, we won the league. Then this guy scored. What?
Incredibly.
Good striker, though.
Best goals per minute ratio in the Premier League. Scored more hat-tricks than Alan Shearer. Only injuries blighted a bigger legacy.
Man City's
and Pep,
right?
And Pep too.
Man City's all-time top scorer too, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Until Haaland breaks it.
Not for long because this bloody cyborg was there.
Not for long.
Yeah. And then I think I have this thing about Aguero, yeah. Like I feel like he changed the way the 9 was played as well at the point he came in. So like
kinda.
Traditionally, yeah, like they were a lot of 9s were really good in the air. Like their link-up play was okay, but not like the best. Like he technically could do that, right?
Bro, it's because of his low center of gravity, right?
That's it. And then
not just that, if you saw Aguero at Atletico Madrid, brother, him and
it was like having a nimble sort of. It was like having a David Silva, but in attack, as a forward. It was
an even better Tevez. That's what he is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh yeah, Ed. Go on, Ed.
Then obviously, then you got so then out of that, then you've got the David Villas who could do that kind of similar type role, like, and it just kept on going, and you see now the 9s are like that now, like, and then we're kind of going backwards a bit now because obviously you got Ferguson, Sesko, then they're trying to bring Højlund into the conversation back to the old school 9s and that, but it's kind of interesting.
We'll see. So what's your player now, Brush?
Andrew Alexander Cole.
Bro, this guy's trying to put people whole name out here, Bloody hell.
No, I got to put respect on Cole, He's very, very.
Yeah, no. Cole's the bags, man.
No trouble with that, Cole.
Very disrespected striker.
Trust me, no arguments.
He was certified. He was scoring in the league. He was scoring in Europe. He was doing everything and still getting overlooked for England.
I think he was disrespected,
Yeah, doesn't get talked about enough. It was brilliant.
You remember when people were saying, "Oh, having Andy Cole as a goal scorer is not really efficient. He needs 5 chances to score a goal." Like, brother, come on.
What striker doesn't need chances to score?
Name one striker that scores every goal, every shot. It doesn't
exactly, bro. It don't exist, fam. So, like, come on, bro. Come on, man. I know I should be putting a certain Trinidadian in there, yeah, but that guy, fam, I don't know about him still. What are you saying?
Are you doing Kenwyne Jones?
Get the hell out of here, fam.
I mean, he might be worth an honourable mention. Is he on your honourable mentions this radio?
No, he's not.
Okay.
Go on, Roland. Who you have next?
All right, so this is the one. So can I put Wayne Rooney on this?
Definitely.
That's
the
play if you want to put him in.
Yeah, because obviously you know how like Rooney was like a 10, like a 9.5 type of. But Wayne Rooney has to be on this list. Like,
Hodgson tried to play him as a deep line playmaker at one point, but for England. But let's not talk about that.
I mean, we seen Rooney play at like left back. I seen him in goal in that Jogo Benito advert too. But he can play anywhere.
You know what's funny? Yeah, the fact that a man wanted to put his case for Drogba so much, fam. We have 8 players here. No one mentioned him, you know.
And he did pick him.
I didn't pick him either, fam.
We're doing it in order, innit? Because
I thought we talked about him as well.
No, we spoke about him, but he's in mine. But you guys
and mine. He's in mine.
Yeah, and too. But the rest of you guys, you don't want him in there. So like,
so that means Ed has to pick. If Ed does Ed,
I'll pick him. But then
if Ed does that, I don't know. You know, go on, Ed.
So thus far, is this the 8 that we've all agreed on? Yeah.
Wait,
there's Burkamp, Van Nistelrooy, Henry, Alan Shearer, Harry Kane.
Can we thrash this out later?
All right, you can do it later. Andy Cole, Wayne Rooney, and it's Ed turn now.
Ballon d'Or winner Michael Owen.
That loser, Mister. He's the worst pundit ever. You know, talking about.
Yeah, it's not the top 10 pundits. It's not top 10 pundits. It's top 10 strikers, and this kid burst onto the scene and 3 hat tricks before he was 19.
Incredible.
Absolute
between the ages of 18 to 21, one of the best around. Ballon d'Or winner as well. Like Ed said, I've actually not got him in my initial 10, but he is an honourable mention. But it's one of those I can quite easily swap him in. I would have no problems with him being swapped in.
For one, his Liverpool days, he was a bad boy. Yeah. But we'll have to discuss that at the end, innit? Once everyone.
Yeah, he's low on my list. He's low on my list, but he's on my list.
I could see that. I could see him being low on the list because he was a bad boy for Liverpool. Yeah. There was another Liverpool player I was thinking about, but I just didn't want to support them and by calling their players in the list. So.
Oh yeah, he gets an honourable mention on mine too.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Yes.
Actually, no, I don't know who you're talking about really.
I'm not talking about the Spaniard. I'm not talking about the Spaniard fam. I'm talking about the other one.
No. I'm not talking about anyone foreign. I'm thinking of Robbie Fowler.
No.
That's what I was thinking about.
No, even he can't be in the top
10. Go on, Vibes. What's your player? The round of the 10.
Didier. No. Eric Cantona.
So
Roland almost felt good there, you know, and then he just switched it.
Nah, I'm cool, man.
Hey, listen, Roland still got time to fight for Drogba. You can make a case for him. But
that's the one thing about these.
But so like the majority of players you've picked, so I think 7 that we've picked are in my top 10. The other 3 places.
It's only the last 2, isn't it? That's going to be different for people.
The other 3 are like it's now at that point. It's like this is who I prefer in it from my list, in it. So you know,
well, the cases that are going to be made for whoever.
The Eric Cantona one is that's Manchester United bias.
That's what we come up with so far. Yeah, that's what we have so far. Yeah.
So.
Burkamp, Rude, Henry, Alan Shearer, Harry Kane, that guy, right, Andy Cole, Wayne Rooney.
The only difference I have is I've got Van Persie instead of Michael Owen. And that's my 10.
I thought Van Persie was going to make it on
the list. Van Persie didn't even make it in my. He's an honourable.
Yeah, honourable for me too.
Yeah, I've got Van Persie instead of Michael Owen, and Michael Owen as an honourable. That's the only change between that and my actual top 10.
There's one guy in here that I don't know if everybody would agree on it, but whoever's turning.
My honourable mentions is quite extensive though. Okay. I've got so Michael Owen and Robbie Fowler, Luis Suarez, Didier Drogba, Ian Wright,
that guy,
Les Ferdinand, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Nicholas.
Yeah, I can take some Jimmy Floyd in there.
Robbie Keane,
Nicholas Anelka, Robbie Keane.
As soon as he said Luis Suarez, bro, you man was
Mark Viduka. See, that's an agenda, isn't it?
Yeah, I ain't listening to any of the rest, Roland. I ain't listening to the rest of this.
Roland, who was yours? Roland, who was yours?
Shout out Jermaine Defoe as well.
Jamie Vardy is someone that's in my top 10. I think just because of the story, man. Like you go from non-league to the Prem and then do what you did. Like he's in my top. He's 10.
Oh, his wife's a snitch. He can be honourable mention.
And then I had the Jermaine Defoe as well in my top 10. Like he was a killer, man. Everywhere he went, literally he would score goals, and like he was so underrated. And then obviously Drogba's in my top 10. Like so I had Henri, Shearer, Aguero, Rooney, Cole, Van Nistelrooy, Kane, Drogba, Defoe, Vardy. That's my 10. So, and this is what I'm saying. It depends. It depends on who you're asking it. Some people will say yes, I agree. Some people say no. This person out, this person in. Like, but that's my 10. See,
I could see the Drogba one, but it's the last two I can't see being top 10.
Because
I do like Defoe. Defoe
is good, man.
Oh no, it's only worth an honourable mention for me. I wasn't going to put Defoe anywhere near the top 10 of any kind.
As honourable mentions, I had Van Persie, Ian Wright, Defoe, what do you call this, brother? Fowler.
Zola on everyone's list, yeah, as an honourable mention. Gianfranco.
Zola was a 10.
I never used to think him was a striker. That's the problem.
He's like a Bergkamp. He's a Bergkamp player.
Old-fashioned 10s were strikers, bro.
Oh, mine, even though you played for them Scallies, yeah, Liverpool Torres is honourable for me.
Yeah, he had a run though. How many
years? You know what's funny, yeah? When you have to clarify which version of Torres, fam.
That's
where you know it's mad, you know.
Yeah, you have to specify which version.
Listen, he went to
Euro 2008.
See that
he went to that team where number 9 dies, innit? That club, number 9's just died, Chelsea.
Every number 9 died.
Diego Costa's probably been the best one.
Only one didn't, though. That's the thing. There's only one 9 who didn't die at Chelsea, bro.
I'm convinced these lot would have messed up Prime R9, you know, if Chelsea had it.
Drogba outlasted everybody. He even left and came back, bro. Like, come on, man.
Bro, he made Lampard get all his numbers, man. I'm being serious, man. I'm not laughing.
I mean, let's not talk about that comeback, though. That was like Henri going back on loan to Arsenal.
I mean, it's still that comeback, fair enough, isn't it? Like, you know, they had to bring the band back together.
Oh, so are we gonna settle on this? Is the top 10 list here? Are we settling on these players?
I mean, yeah, I don't mind this list. The only difference I had was Van Persie for Michael Owen, but
I mean,
listen, Michael Owen is a Ballon d'Or winner, in it. I've got no complaints about Owen being in there.
I mean, if you want to take Cantona for someone, you can. I won't have a problem with it.
Cantona's in mine, but Drogba's in mine too.
Oh, Owen, if you know, I think them two are probably the most replaceable ones.
Ed, run through your top 10, please.
So it's as you see it there, but I haven't got Andy Cole in my top 10. I've got Drogba.
Ooh, go on, Rush. Go on. Tell Ed something. Go on.
That's a madness. I
think Andy Cole's 11 for me. I think, but I was hoping for Michael Owen could easily drop out for me for Andy Cole because Michael Owen was a flash in the pan compared to everyone else.
He was a Ballon d'Or winner, though, Ed.
Yeah.
So that's the thing with me. If we look at the overall of his career, like, you know, it wasn't very long, like, you know, but what he did achieve, the heights he hit were amazing.
But the problem, this is what I'm saying. If you're gonna judge it on their time in the Premier, the people that were there longer will have a little bit more to have case to argue for this top 10, right?
I guess so. But even when we look at like his peak years, young years. Like, a lot of strikers moved around, right? Like, at that time, I mean, it's going to sound weird to people now doing their research and going back to look, but, you know, he was near to R9 in terms of young talents at the top of their game.
But the problem is that
it was unheard of, innit? At that time, you didn't really get sensational teenagers like that. So
not from England.
So
when he left, to Real Madrid, and then obviously it didn't work out for him over there because they was going through their transitional period.
Oh, bro, it was a Galacticos team, innit? So how the hell is he meant to get a first team run out?
I mean,
with R9 and Raul.
I mean,
his problem, innit?
Fair enough. And then he comes back to Newcastle, right?
Injury prone in Newcastle, innit? I think he did have one. He might have had 1 or 2 prolific seasons there, and then injury struck.
I think it was just a 1, and
it might have been just a 1.
And it would have been like a 15, 16 goal season, and that was it, bro. And then after that point, he was done. Like,
listen, shout out for the last minute winner against City. I'm never gonna forget that.
Yeah, I know, but
with the big number 7 on his back.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Ed,
listen, I don't care if you had number 7, if you had number bloody 25. I don't care, bro. Last minute against City was different.
The only two on my honourable mentions we haven't mentioned is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Teddy Sheringham. I think they need a shout out.
That's the guy.
Ed, you treaded on dangerous waters, right?
Yeah,
but before we go there, I'm kind of disappointed, Brush day 5 for his guy Andy Cole. He normally causes me when I say stuff about him.
I don't need to fight for Andy Cole. Andy Cole's there, bro. He's certified.
Solskjaer, please.
He's not fun. No, listen, Solskjaer was good, man. He was good. No, he was. You man saying he's like any side man, but he wasn't.
I maintain this. He wanted to be a side man when he had offers to go wherever the hell.
Do you know why this don't make sense to me? Because he stayed in a team where he contributed and won trophies, but you wanted him to turn like Ollie Watkins. He was just starting for Villa, the main man. Bro, I ain't starting for Villa. I'm winning the Champions League.
Ollie Watkins,
Well, don't disrespect Villa. You can have a Champions League,
I think that shows more of a character, to be honest, that he realised his role that he played, and he scored 4 goals in one game, and he any other team, including Arsenal, he would have improved at that point.
Ed is not.
He was
a
great footballer.
Ed's not helping.
Thank you, Ed.
Look, let's put it like this: he came into United in '97, I think.
Who's that? Ollie.
Yeah, Ollie.
96. It was when we fell.
96.
Bro, I was 4 years old, So then obviously he had his crowning moment, in 99. Fine. Then after that year, he was doing his bit part role. Then when Beckham was jettisoned from the team, he was playing on the right-hand side at points. And then he got injured. And then we didn't see him for 3 years because he was the injuries finished his knees and that. And then he had his little winning goal against Charlton. I think it was, and then he scored against Blackburn, and that was it, man. That was the end of his career, bro. I don't know.
Honourable mention, but nothing else. He's nowhere near the top 10, but he's an honourable mention. Teddy Sheringham too. Teddy Sheringham.
I love that.
If he's nowhere near the top 10, where is he at? Like 25, 50?
No, he's honourable. He's ahead of people like Jamie Vardy. That's for sure.
Hey, you can't disrespect.
That's a
Why do you want to prem?
Yeah, that might be.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on.
Man said Vardy won a prem with his chest like Ollie Days got a Champions League final winner. That means something to me.
I'm talking about main contributor, not like side.
Brother, what is a main contributor when you score a winner? That's the main contribution.
You're bagging goals in the Prem when they're not even expecting you to do that.
Well, if me and you are playing football, and you score the winner, you've had the main contribution, not me. You.
Brother, this guy was scoring goals in the Prem, bro. And
brother, that guy used to drink Red Bull. His wife's a snitch. I don't care.
The next time you see Ollie's goal as well, watch his boots. They're blacked out boots because he had to wear someone else's boots on the night. He scored with someone else's boots with the wrong sponsor. That's why they're blacked out. Just an interesting fact there. There you go.
He wasn't even wearing his own shoe size when he scored.
Why are we doing this?
But yeah,
I don't care about what he was wearing.
Before we get to Ollie,
I just thought I'd share.
Yeah, but Ed, before we get to Ollie as an honourable mention, I'd like to highlight guys like Les Ferdinand and Ian Wright.
Yes.
I think Ian. Mr. Uncle Righty needs to be mentioned.
Yeah. Because even with honourable mentions, I have to remember in it, I have to give credence to players who are first team starters. So that's what affects people like Ollie.
You see, Ollie wasn't even first team starter. You want to bring him in here.
Without Ian Wright, you don't have a Jamie Vardy.
Scored a Champions League final winner with shoes that didn't even fit him. But
look at this guy, bro. I really don't care, bro. Real talk, I don't care.
You take your pie and mash Vardy in it. You take that guy.
I would also like to remind you guys that Ryan Bertrand has a Champions League winners medal.
Thank you.
No, but that's not a winning goal, though, is it? That's not a winning goal, though.
Jimmy Showery had an own goal.
That guy stank. That guy. I still can't believe they won that. But anyway.
Ian Wright and Les Ferdinand, it's criminal. I mean, we all know that Les Ferdinand only got 17 caps. If you watch that quiz from a few years ago, you all know that everyone knows his.
Oh yeah, someone knew that. Someone knew that question immediately.
Please.
We know that. We'll never forget all the clubs that Crouch he played for. Including, what was it?
Honourable mention. Honourable mention for Peter Crouch, 100 club.
Yeah. Shout out Tower Hamlets and that.
I think he played for 13 clubs, didn't he? IFK and yeah.
Dulwich Hamlets.
That guy's such a drip, you know.
Yeah.
Absolute drip.
You man are pagans. You know, for that one still, I can't lie. Proper pagans, fam.
So, are we having Michael Owen or not? I think I've been talked out of it.
He could be honourable.
I don't mind. Like we say, honourable, bro. Man won a Ballon d'Or during his time.
Okay, let me ask this though: is there another conversation where we could say Van Persie over Owen?
Van Persie's in my 10. Yeah. He's in my 10. But that's one of those that I thought, you know what, that could go either way.
See the Van
I can hear it.
He was cold.
He was injury prone a lot in his younger career.
As for Arsenal, especially, he was a master, bro.
And then obviously the last 3 years of his time at Arsenal, he was just drilling. And then he comes to United and then wins the Prem. So it's like, but he can't be in my top 10 just because like he was just the early part of his career, he was just injury prone, bro. Like,
yeah, that's my guy, but yeah, he's not top 10 for me.
I mean, just to add odds, so no, just wondering what people think. Is this the guy that likes to bite people, fam? Is he in one of your top 10s?
No,
I didn't even think about him as an honourable mention. I've got to be honest.
Top 10 Rongans, he gets in that one, yeah.
Nah, proper wrong in that. But when we look at the numbers of what he did at Liverpool,
yeah, it's
maybe.
Hold
on, bro. This is why I can win this argument. You always talk about what players achieved. Michael Owen won a Ballon d'Or, yeah. What did he win at Liverpool? I'm just questioning.
I mean,
0.
What was that
Second
team built to win?
The Premier League. They were 2 points away. They went to Crystal Palace away, and he ended up crying.
Yeah,
listen. Harry Kane is in this list. What did he win?
Yeah, but Harry Kane is on his way to.
That's different.
On his way to what? And what was Luis Suarez on his way to do? New to Barca,
Nothing.
Win everything.
No, he was on his way to lifting a Premier League. Then he went to Crystal Palace away. He couldn't handle the pressure. He saw it was Mandem FC and he started crying.
It was 1 versus 11, was it?
No, he saw the Crystal Palace team. He thought, there's a lot of Mandem here. I can't take this. That's why he left the Premier League.
No, for me, he's an honourable mention. Obviously, he's a bit of a twat in that. A lot of things I dislike about him, but I can't, just forget what he brought to the Premier League.
Yeah, we know what you like about him.
Because then, it's kind of similar to all right, look, what about Lukaku? Lukaku's Everton run, that was crazy.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if someone give Lukaku an honourable
mention. Listen, you should tell you why before you log go. I could never put that brother
he was
honourable.
Literally, yeah. If you ask Everton fans,
West Brom and Everton.
If you ask Everton fans right now, yeah, I guarantee you they wish they had Lukaku, bro.
Well, they'd put Victor Anichebe in top 10 if they could.
Bro, because what he did at Everton, bro, he broke all the records at Everton. Literally.
I tell you what, you guys did just remind me of some great Everton greats from the 90s.
Roland. I saw this guy, Roland. I saw this guy injure himself trying to trap a football. He injured himself trying to control a football.
Like that. Because I'm telling you, yeah, you got to look at that the Everton run in detail. That bro, he was the first. All
right, let me throw some names, some other random names out here. What about bro? These man wasn't even goal scorers like that, flipping hell. Anyway, what about man like Fernando Morientes?
Nope,
not in the Premier League. The one at Real Madrid, I had a lot of time for.
At
Liverpool, not at Liverpool. No.
Well, since we're at Liverpool, I'm gonna go some more Liverpool players in there.
Milan Baros is better than Morientes, and he's nowhere near
this wild. That's a wild statement.
I agree with that one.
Like CC.
That's a wild statement.
At Liverpool, he was better than him.
Oh, I mean, at Liverpool, yeah. Morientes overall, though, yeah, all day, every day.
What about that guy that played for Villa as well? What's his name, bro?
Emil Heskey, yeah.
No, not Heskey, not
Juan Pablo Angel.
Angel used to score goals,
He was a great guy, yeah. He was a great player.
Really, just talking about John Carew. That's what he's talking about.
When people be saying that, bruv, you're not when they put the highlights up, yeah, and there's no highlights of goals, just him and him flicking his hair. That's what you got to deal with Angel,
bruv.
Roland, I told you, people like guys that just think will look nice and got nice hair. I'm telling you.
That's what it is.
Hold on. What if I said we take Owen out to put Dwight York in?
Nah, that's a mad.
No.
I mean, yeah, you could do that.
All right.
You could do it, but you'd be wrong. Not for Michael Owen.
Because that's Trinidad bias.
No, bro. I ain't got no bias when it comes to that, brother, fam. None whatsoever. Who else in the Premier League we could think about here? Just random players. Just
honourable mention, obviously not for the top 10, but yeah, I did love his time in the Premier League. Fabrizio Ravanelli.
Who?
From winning the Champions League with Juventus to the
Middlesbrough.
scoring a hat-trick against the scum on his debut as well.
I don't know who that brother is. I don't know who that brother is.
Fabrizio Ravanelli.
We're talking about Middlesbrough and Derby players now, yeah? This is what we did.
Oh, don't worry. Let him get to me.
Paolo Wanchop. Are we on to Derby now? Paolo Wanchop. There we go. That's one.
Wanchop was
listen. If we're coming to Derby, let's talk about
don't do
Muchu.
Dean Sturridge. Shout out to Daniel's uncle.
Okay, you're gonna talk to me about Kenny. Let me talk to me about Kenny Miller and then people there, bro. Get out of here, bro.
You might as well talk about John Peru and that man at this point.
Malcolm Christie.
Kenny Miller gave me one of the best 2003 days I've ever had. Thank you very much.
That's true.
I was the only one in the pub at university in a wool shirt, stood on the table, giving it everything. Because that's all we had. We came bottom that season. We came bottom that season.
I bet your orange colourway came in handy that day as well, Ed.
Oh yeah.
Because that orange can be seen from
like
any
a highlighter pen, like a highlighter pen brush on a good day. On a day like this, if I wear a wool shirt, I'm a highlighter pen.
Hey, I take back what I said about Kenny Miller, bro. I'll take it back in it.
so all right, just for controversy's sake, yeah. So Drogba over Owen?
Yes, sir.
I can hear that, you know.
Yes. What are we talking about? I don't care about Ballon d'Or because even then, yeah, he never got back to the Ballon d'Or level anyway. He didn't.
Everyone played
for a Ballon d'Or level though. That's a madness.
The people that did make it, they more or less go back to back, or they'll win it back again.
Nah, we're not doing this. You can't have someone who won a Ballon d'Or and talk down on them for not winning it again. That's mad.
Reached the level and then never.
That's mad.
Jerry.
I think the overall impact of what Drogba did when everyone went to 4-5-1 because of him maybe overshadows Owens bursting onto the scene. I can hear that, and Owens in my list.
You're talking about Owens Ballon d'Or, yeah. But like, what else, bro? Like, what else?
That's madness that you dismiss a Ballon d'Or. Like, what else?
What else?
I mean, that is mad.
That's mad. Thierry Henry doesn't have a Ballon d'Or.
But what else?
I mean, you can blame Nedved for that still. I can't lie. You can blame Nedved.
There's so many players without a Ballon d'Or. Like, it's quite an achievement.
But still, man, like,
especially in that era as well, because if we go through like the top 10, 15 players of that time in that list, I'm sure there's. Do you know? I need to look that list up. You know,
are we happy with Cantona?
But you can't.
That's what I'm getting to the Cantona as well.
Like, you can't put Owen in the list just because he won a Ballon d'Or. Let's talk about what he did at Liverpool, innit? Just alone, and then that's it.
Yeah, but even at Liverpool,
because it can be comparable.
What he done at Liverpool led to the Ballon d'Or, isn't it? Like,
it can be comparable to what Suarez did because it was pretty much the same amount of time.
No, but he won stuff, isn't it? Because Suarez wasn't in them conversations at that time. What Owen did was unprecedented. Put him in them
conversations because he's in your top 10, no?
Suarez isn't in my top 10. He's not in my top 10, so I don't know what you're arguing about with yourself.
Yeah, but when we talk about Cantona later, let's just keep this convo going, innit?
Yeah. Keep going. Vibes, we accomplish our missions, fam. Go on. Keep talking about these brothers. Go on.
I'm just saying, man, he can't be in top 10. Drogba's got to be above him, bro. Like, there's no way.
Oh, Roland, so are you saying, apart from the big game factor, that's your main thingy, innit?
Ballon d'Or Michael Owen in 2001. He beat out.
I could talk about Drogba being a legend.
He beat out Luis Figo. He beat out.
Oh, before Roland goes, Bush, to be fair, Bush, even you've been saying the Ballon d'Or's kind of funky recently, so.
Yeah, recently though, innit? But
can I really support your argument?
Look at the names on this list, though.
So wait, no, hey, Brush, who was the Ballon d'Or candidates for 2001?
So we've got. Let's see the full list. We've got Michael Owen, Raul, Oliver Kahn, David Beckham, Francesco Totti, Luis Figo, Rivaldo, Shevchenko, Henry, Zidane, Lizarazu, Trezeguet.
That list is mad, you know. I can't lie.
The list was
I love Lizarazu, by the way.
Yeah, Roberto Carlos.
Yeah, the list was mad.
Sammy Herpy is there. All right, that's
we got it.
Roberto Baggio, Eve San,
the list was
Steven Gerrard, Rui Costa.
Brother, stop reading.
We got it. The list was mad.
I don't want to hear about these granddads. I don't want to hear.
We know the list was mad. The list was mad. Now, talk to me, about Michael Owen's 2001. That whole calendar year, what he did.
They did the Mickey Mouse treble, which he played an incredible part in, and scored a double against Arsenal in the FA Cup final, and turned the tie on its head.
How many goals? How many goals did he score in that season?
Let's see.
Michael Owen. Let me bring it up right quick. I'll put it on screen.
So
a man said Mickey Mouse treble. Yeah, so you mean a domestic?
The Mickey Mouse treble is in reference to a treble which isn't the main treble, in it. The main treble.
So they did a domestic cup double, and then they won the UEFA Cup.
Well, yes, that's what they did, which is the Mickey Mouse.
I mean, that's not bad though.
Yeah.
It's not bad. However, like, I wonder, where did Liverpool finish in the league that year? Because it will tell you why. Like, they won those trophies, bro. Because
I mean, it's still an achievement, isn't it? Because not everyone does that.
It is, but then if we're talking like United fans back there, we're like, the league is bread and butter. Right.
But were that Liverpool team even like built to partake in the title race? Like them times, the only two teams really competing for the title were United and Arsenal.
Right. So 2001, 28 appearances, 16 goals. The League Cup scored the 1. And in Europe, he scored.
So, yeah, overall numbers are 24 and 46.
24 and 46. Then you see that list now, yeah. I wonder who felt like they were shafted in 2001 when Michael Owen won that Ballon d'Or.
But I guess it's not just about numbers, though, isn't it? Like, in terms of the top,
who won the Champions
League? Then your argument just went to shit right there, bro.
Who won the Champions League in 2001, please?
Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich. Who was the best player in Bayern Munich in 2001?
Oliver Kahn, I guess.
Oliver Kahn,
Ballack. So
Stefan Effenberg, now Ballack one day. Them times it would have been Stefan Effenberg, Mehmet Scholl, Giovanni Elber.
Okay, now
Lizarazu.
Real Madrid, Barcelona.
So Champions League winners like Effenberg and Oliver Kahn and Lizarazu all were on that Ballon d'Or list, and Owen beat them out.
Yeah, you see, this is what I'm saying. I don't know who paid what, but somebody got paid under the table because Michael Owen.
This is madness.
Michael Owen shouldn't have got that Ballon d'Or. That's my agenda right there.
This is madness.
It wasn't Michael Owen's credentials that I thought was going to be the sticking point. I just thought it would have been how long he was at the top. But Roland's calling out brown envelopes now.
Even in terms of that, Ed, like his time at Liverpool was extensive, you know.
Yeah, that's fine. But
look, wait, hold on. 2009. All right, so
that's
fine,
8 years in total, yeah. So
Liverpool fans talk about Michael Owen in the same way you do, though. Because I don't really hear it like that.
It depends how old they are. If they're your age, probably
Gerrard,
not.
For them, it's Gerrard, just Gerrard. They don't talk about.
Yeah, but that's because Gerrard stuck around, didn't it? They probably wouldn't speak about Gerrard in the same like had he gone to Chelsea.
Fowler and Rush, Gerrard, but no Michael Owen. I'm just saying.
He's not a scouser, though, is he?
We'd have to speak to him.
They'll start for him. He's not this and he's not that. You see?
No, we see Roland Bruce is saying you got the ball knowledge of a 20-year-old. You know, you need to fight back. You need to fight back, bro. Fight back.
Are in their 20s, like it's people that didn't see him in it.
Now, Roland, you need to fight back, bro.
Though. I saw him. I'm 31. I saw him.
No, you didn't, bro. You didn't see him at Liverpool.
I saw him.
You did not. You saw the
no, you didn't. I mean, Roland. I'm happy to drop him for Drogba, but you didn't see him.
I saw him. I saw Real Madrid.
Yeah, you saw him holding up a Newcastle shirt. That's what you saw.
I saw Michael Owen at Real Madrid, bro. That's what I saw. And I was like, yeah, I'm not moving.
Do you know what sums up Michael Owen? His last goal was for Stoke in a 4-1 loss, and he scored the 1 when it was 4-0, and he still celebrated. I love him for that. He loves scoring goals.
He did his job, didn't it?
Yeah.
He did his job.
What?
See, now you're making it sound worse. You know, he did his job.
Ball off is crazy. You see, we started off at Ballon d'Or up here. Now he scored the goal in a 4-1 defeat. Yeah, we lost.
No, I mean, what are we talking about? If we're talking about end of careers, then your guy was at Phoenix Rising, cuz. Like, what? What do you mean,
Relax.
You're
being disrespectful to Drogba, because if we're talking about outside of the career, that guy took Ivory Coast.
Well, hold on. For argument's sake,
unify the country that was in civil war. What are we doing?
Wait, hold on.
That's bigger than a Ballon d'Or. Forget your Ballon d'Or.
I mean, to be fair, Liverpool's pretty rough, innit? It's a rough area, so.
Nah.
To just forget the Ballon d'Or is madness.
Wait, hold on.
A man stopped the civil war in a country. It's bigger than Ballon d'Or.
That's not in the Premier League, though, is it, Roland?
Is a Ballon d'Or in the Premier League? It's all world football.
I mean, just the argument's sake, yeah, I went and looked at all the numbers for all the bad boys at that year on the Ballon d'Or list, yeah. Some people might just have better numbers than that Owen, brother. I'm just saying.
But you see the list of players though, like he beat out. It's kind of mad.
I have all of them here on Wikipedia for the same year.
They slapped the brown envelope, bruv, to give him that.
Raul for that year.
Spare his feelings after 98, bruv.
Raul scored.
Oh, don't bring that up. That made me cry. Why are you bringing that up?
They wanted to spare his feelings after 98, bruv. What are we talking about?
I cried that night.
He said I cried.
I was 13. That broke my heart.
Yo, I am dying, bruv. This is hilarious, bruv.
Look at Raul. That's Raul numbers, yeah. I like Raul that time. He scored 32 goals.
Look at that. Look at what bad boys were doing, bruv.
All right, you know what? Just for argument's sake, yeah, did
David Beckham
Drogba ever make a top 10?
He didn't do it at Stoke.
Who else we have here? We have Totti. His numbers wasn't really nice. Can't lie.
He was a 10, but
he wasn't like a
10. He was a 10. He was a 10.
Yeah, hold on. Don't worry, we're getting there. Luis Figo, yeah, he was on the list as well.
Yeah, but that's Figo.
One of my favourite players of all time.
You weren't a striker.
The list is nuts.
Go on.
He's a winger. One of my favourite players of all time.
Right here, Rivaldo. 36 goals.
This is what I want to see.
Midfielder, 36 goals. More than.
He wasn't a midfielder.
Come on, man, Ed, man. Let the argument go on.
They gave him that so that they could spare his feelings after 98, bro.
But you stopped bringing up 98.
Bon Rivaldo still, he's got no shame. Bon that guy.
Shevchenko.
Look at what was Sheva doing? Look what Sheva was doing. 34 and 51.
Man like Sheva.
Where was Sheva in 2005?
Come on.
Henry. Bloody hell. Henry, yeah.
Yeah, but that's why he's number one.
Why did you clear your throat, bro? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, Henry numbers wasn't Henry in fam. It was all right, fam. It wasn't Henry in fam. Can't lie, it's a bit mad. Henry numbers was not there.
So what we're doing about Cantona?
Yeah. Cantona's there for me.
And me.
I think Cantona, for the impact. I think Cantona impact.
Yeah.
Cantona's impact was crazy.
I mean, did he solve a civil war? That's what we need to do next.
Yeah.
To be fair, Ed, not to go back to Owen, but he lived in Liverpool. You could kind of say they're kind of similar to like a third world place. You know, the kind of.
To be fair, Ed.
I mean,
I know why Roland's upset about the Ballon d'Or. I know why Roland's upset. I don't think Drogba ever made a top 10 Ballon d'Or. I think that's why he's upset.
Let's be honest, yeah. He did give us a fly kick moment, yeah. I can't lie. He did give us a fly kick moment.
Don't lie about that one, vibes, please.
Nah, has Drogba ever made top 10 Ballon d'Or? I'm not sure if he has.
He must have. In 2005, he must have.
Nobel Peace Prize, I think, is what he went for. If he did.
Look, that's the thing for this, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm still mad I wasn't on the Desai one. That's why I'm not giving it up.
You know what? Roland convinced me. Top 10 activists, Drogba can make the list.
Yep. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Didier Drogba.
Hold on. Hear this,
he dragged the whole nation to their first ever World Cup, yeah.
Listen to this, yeah.
That's bigger than the Ballon d'Or, yeah.
Listen to this one, yeah. I know this league is different and we don't really rate this league like that, but listen to somebody who was on that Ballon d'Or list at the same time with this Owen. This person scored 53 goals and played 50 games.
But this is a lie.
Henrik Larsson, fam.
He scored how many goals?
Celtic doesn't count. Next.
Yeah, you're talking about Celtic years. No.
Yeah, he's better than Owen, fam. He's better than Owen. That's what I'm trying to say.
Raul scored more goals than him in that season, bro.
Yeah, Raul scored more goals. Bro, even Rivaldo scored more goals than him, bro.
They were bagging, so I don't. As I said, they felt sorry for him. They saw him crying and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And then they gave him his Ballon d'Or the following year, bro. Like, or a couple years later, like.
And Bon Rivaldo still won that guy.
Yeah, now he's a pagan for what he did against Turkey. From He's a pagan.
Lost respect for him after that. There was
I lost all respect for him for that one, bro.
They were winning 3-0 as well, like with the clock ticking.
Man lay on the floor like he was dying, I'm like, this brother, fam.
But the Turkish brothers, were angry about that, fam. They're still angry about it to this day, fam.
Bro, they should,
but
they
I can't
should,
like
they
them.
should punch him up, fam.
Them names on that list, it's actually mad impressive that Owen won, you know.
Yeah, I know. It's mad. That's why I think people don't realize, innit, how good he was.
He was good.
And that's why when you say it now, like people are kind of flabbergasted when you make that comparison to a young R9. Like,
Man, I've seen videos and people speaking about how good he was.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I need to watch. I need to watch
Like,
every.
honestly, like it would be like if the kids of today when they're seeing like Haaland, almost.
You see that one there? I've got.
You know,
I still think Harold is a better
trajectory.
player than Haaland, so
yeah,
that's me in it.
You straight offside now.
No, Haaland is not a better player than Harry Kane. I don't care.
He said you straight off.
who said he's a better player than Kane, bro?
I don't know. Roland might think he is, you know.
No.
Man.
No. My comment was to Brush when he said that they were comparing him to Haaland.
Hey?
I mean, listen, at that age, yeah, the shit he was doing.
The best way I can describe it to the young kids watching would be like in this day and age, the way they kind of see like the Messi and the Mbappe and.
Now, Roland, think about it. For 18-year-old, yeah, especially when you're English, they probably think, yo, this is the guy.
Yeah, scoring hat trick. Yeah, mad hat tricks and that as well. It was crazy.
Fair enough. I mean, I don't know how he won that Ballon d'Or. I need to figure out what went wrong there.
Well, no,
I mean,
this is why
when you passed, you did say that. You did say it.
Because Rivaldo and Raul were doing bits that season,
which is why it makes it even more impressive to me. If we take the Liverpool aspect out of it, I can't deny it.
It sounds like a fix. You know how they be fixing the Ballon d'Ors. You know,
it absolutely wasn't. This is just the age.
It could be
It's madness.
fixed.
Nah, yeah, it might be Luka Modric, you know, when he won the Ballon d'Or, but he didn't really deserve it. Could be one of them.
It's one of them because obviously the voting would have been skewed. No,
it's kind of like now how Messi's gonna get it, even though he shouldn't. But it's just, you know.
I'm telling you, there's somewhere it's unanimous, and then there's somewhere it's like I'm not sure. The majority.
Like in recent years, obviously it's become quite convoluted, and that like with the tactical votings and the presidents and people. I don't think it was that political back then, though.
Yeah, but
let's be honest, yeah. Let's be honest. If you vote in here and you're one of your teammates on the list, bro, you're gonna just vote for him automatically, bro. Even if you shit, bro, you just
they did that, innit? Like in the prime Ronaldo Messi wars, like all of them.
No, but it's like now, yeah. As soon as Argentina won the World Cup, Messi, they have to do nothing. He should have won it, but he is gonna win it. But he should have.
Messi and Ronaldo, when it was literally them back to back, yeah, weren't they unanimously the best players in the world at that point in time while they won it? Like it's a bit different when it's like there's other guys that like are like on the elite table with them, yeah, world class level consistency on the table with them, and they don't get it. They miss out because it's Ronaldo and Messi, but weren't they the best? Like just clear of everybody.
I think sometimes it's been like sometimes they say it's how many goals you have, then it's how many trophies, and then.
But then it's kind of weird.
Ribery should have probably won it.
But then we can't even look at it numbers wise, isn't it? Because it's not always by position. Like Cannavaro's got one. So what's the angle there?
No, but no, I'm just saying for the parameters everyone normally sets, yeah.
And then people will tell you that Cannavaro's one wasn't worthy of it.
Listen, for the parameters people set, yeah, for the season, because Haaland's not the best footballer in the world, Mbappe's better than him, but anyway. Like, it should be Haaland in it for the parameters set. He should be winning the Ballon d'Or. But they're going to give it to Messi because of one tournament. That's it.
Ain't it calendar year, not season, though?
I mean, the one tournament is the World Cup, though.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Pretty sure Lev Yashin won it, realist.
Yeah.
The Soviet Union goalkeeper, Lev Yashin.
Oh, yeah, he's the one keeper to win it.
Before football was invented, fam. I know who you're talking about, but what year was this?
Bro, he won it when Lizzie was like 5 years old, so that had to be something.
That would have been early days, the 50s, Lev Yashin and
Edin Bush probably said they've seen him play, you know.
Soviet Union, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bush was around them times.
Oh, Bush started one of the wars, fam. I'm telling you.
Well, we know who can finish it, Drogba, so that's all right.
Ed is taking a piss at him.
Oh, but I know this is a sidetrack here, but who do you think should win the Ballon d'Or this year? Because
Who are the nominations? Who are the main nominees?
It's either going to be Messi, Haaland, yeah. And
I mean, if
I
it's
think
just out of them two, then probably Haaland for me.
for me, if it was void every year, did it just the best footballer, I'd be cool saying, all right, don't give it Haaland. But we've seen how it's been, innit?
Bro, that's like what me and Brad was talking about earlier, because I'm thinking the Champions League to go back to where it was, fam. Champions League, not coefficient points league, fam, where you
every year they just dilute it more and more, innit?
The thing is, you wouldn't have the treble if you'd have done that, because Man United were the first team that weren't champions to win the Champions League or to win the European Cup.
Don't worry about that still, Ed. Don't try to rain on our parade.
And also, we're too far gone now anyway.
Parade, fam.
We're also too far gone now anyway, so there's so much money in the game that it's never going to go the other way.
That's why I said
they're only going to keep expanding.
Bring on the Super League, bro. So it's back to that.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for you lot to have your Super League. Just
listen, I was against it at first, but you know what? Bring me that Super League, bro.
Bring me the Super League. I'm telling you.
Get gone. It's so boring being a fan.
I don't want it.
Bring the Super League.
For me,
the glory of Europe, not knowing who you're going to play.
All of them can go to,
people must think I do not rate Haaland, because I said Mbappe is better than him and then Kane. So,
I mean, it's not really a hot take, though.
This is not the final order yet. I just put them on the listing. For some reason, we couldn't get Harry Kane a picture. I don't know why they don't like him.
Oh, they did him dirty.
Yeah, that's not nice.
So I just he said Bond the Super League.
See, that picture of Michael Owen makes me want to take him out.
I know Roland's looking at number 7 immediately. Roland's looking at number 7 saying, yeah, get him out.
So Thierry Henry's first, right? I don't think anyone.
No. I just put them in just as a thing. I didn't no order. So we have decided.
I mean, if I want to be a pagan, he never turned up in a final. Never.
He never.
Like even Wout Weghorst got an assist in the final, and Henry couldn't.
That's surprise, fam.
Mad.
Man.
I would have put Bergkamp second. That's just me, but yeah, I would have.
I didn't think it was in order. It's not in order.
No, it's not in order. It's not. I'm just saying I would have.
Shearer was second for me.
I mean, do we drop Bergkamp instead of this Owen?
Wait, hold on.
Bring Drogba back in. Go on, Ed. I like your thing.
You saying take Owen out? Take Bergkamp out instead of Owen?
I'm throwing it out there.
Just bring me my.
Nah, Ed. This is something.
Drogba's in my 10.
Civil war ender.
Yeah.
Ed is.
Ed, I've done my 3 rounds of boxing, man. Fucking, you get in the ring.
Ed is on some
throw this shit out there.
Just to be that guy, I kind of support it. I kind of support it still.
I mean, he didn't score 100 goals in the Premier League, Bergkamp. He was obviously a provider. So he's in my 10. Bergkamp's in my 10 too. Nah. I'm listening. I didn't know Drogba stopped.
How many people have got Dennis Bergkamp in their 10?
Yeah,
I remember Roland mentioned Lukaku, so you know what, actually.
Nah, you need to piss off. He's not getting in here, bro.
No, I'm saying I'm not supporting this argument. He mentioned Lukaku before,
No, so I mentioned Lukaku.
But that was his honourable mention, though. I don't think he was advocating for him to get into the
I mean, the easiest thing we can do is Drogba for Cantona and just leave it there.
Not for top 10.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Drop Bergkamp.
Yo, Eddie on violence today.
Owen. Which one have to leave, fam? Just one.
Get that Michael Owen out there for that top 10, bro. He's not top 10, bro.
That's a mad one. I think I made my case for Owen. And even when you went to look it up, you couldn't really forget over this.
You did.
It's either Bergkamp.
There was 2 guys that had better season than him, though.
You really couldn't.
And if you want to put last in there, was 3. Just saying.
No,
yeah, that's true. Because we can't say it's the Scottish League because one person's going to win a Ballon d'Or while he was playing in the French League. So
if that's the case, and we're just looking at numbers, then Luis Suarez has better numbers than Didier Drogba.
Can someone kick this guy up, please?
Yeah, please, because Luis Suarez didn't win a Premier League. But
so you know what? It's between Bergkamp and Owen to get replaced. Yeah, I think.
I've said I'm happy for either of those to go for Drogba. Drogba's in my 10, but Owen.
There's people in here. So who would y'all take out of the list to put? Who would y'all take out of the list? Forget to put in who, fam. Who would y'all take out of the list? Don't want to sway these man opinions in any
The
direction.
thing is, Bergkamp's obviously the better player. Oh, this is tough, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Who would they all take out of the list? There's Henry, Bergkamp, take out Owen. Owen and all these man. Would they all take Owen out?
I do think in terms of impact on the league, Michael Owen's probably the least in terms of what their legacy is.
Yeah, but
That's the only thing against him.
I see where Ed's going with this one, though. I see where he's going with this one.
But that's only because Liverpool weren't in a state to fight for the Premier League, innit?
Yeah, and he left probably too early.
yeah, because I mean, listen, we can't take the. I know Roland wants to. Listen, he did win a Ballon d'Or ahead of all them people. I know, Roland, you don't like it, but he did. He did that.
They felt sorry.
How old was he again when he won the Ballon d'Or?
A child, bro. He was a child.
Was he like?
Was he 19 or something?
No, 2001. 2001, he would have been 20.
He would have been 21.
5?
Bro.
No.
He would have been about 21.
No.
I don't think Messi or Ronaldo touched one of that. I might be wrong.
I think Ronaldo was the youngest recipient of the Ballon d'Or.
No, they even when he was like 23.
Yeah, he was playing in 96, Michael Owen.
Oh,
He'd have been older than
Brazilian one. All right, fair.
Yeah, the real one.
The original.
No, the real one's the Portuguese one. Yeah.
No, the real
one's
one's the one who won it when he was younger. Just know that.
That's a different debate for a different day. But Cristiano Ronaldo's not even the best Ronaldo.
Inter Milan.
Yeah, the real Ronaldo one.
Go on,
The real Ronaldo one's 5 Ballon d'Ors, and 5 Champions Leagues. But anyway,
you don't win Ballon d'Ors by yourself, bro. You have teammates around you, fam. Allow it. Fam.
Yeah, you just at least admitted that Brazil Ronaldo got carried in the World Cup anyway.
No.
Thanks for proving my point. So, Owen or Bergkamp?
Wait, hold on. Did your real Ronaldo ever win the World Cup? When?
He was playing. Look at that Portuguese team. You had that Trevella Merchant, Raul Morales, Rui Patricio, them bombs.
Hey, whoa! Just don't bring up Wolves Portuguese players.
Oh yeah. It's a long day.
All I'm saying is, Michael Owen can't be in this top 10 based off of a Ballon d'Or, please.
So you know what? Because it's just forwards in it, so it's not just about goals.
Twice, 3 times.
Yeah, you know what? Because it's forwards in it. It's not just about goals. It's not just strikers. So you could take Owen out.
Owen for Drogba is fine for me.
Get out, Owen.
Get out, bastard.
Uncle Roland's coming out now.
Can we just keep Owen and just in brackets just write the Nobel Peace winner, Drogba?
No.
Oh my God! It's the Nobel Peace Prize winner, you know.
Oh, take the piss. Michael Owen, it's crazy.
All right, so let's get it in the order now. What order are we going with now? Who's going where, fam? Let's start from 10.
Drogba.
Listen, it has to be. You know why? Because it took a last minute.
So you have to be.
It's a last minute choice. It's just about snooking.
All right, cool. It's fine.
Roland, you can't even argue that one, Roland.
I won't argue in it. That's fine.
Drogba was 10 on my list. So.
It's fine.
It's fine. He needs to go to Ukraine and stop the war over there and Siberia.
No. That's for Chelsea and Mudryk and all those people to go stop that, bro. Let them do that. But here is fine.
All right, okay. All right, number 9. Who we saying?
Cantona's my number 9.
Yeah, Cantona might have to.
He had a big impact, Ed.
I know he did.
All right, put him there for now. It might be one that when we see the final board, we might have to shuffle things around.
Eric Cantona was box office. I loved him. Growing up, he was box office. But I think he's 9.
The top half for me, it's probably easier to do the other way around now. After Henry, it's got to be Shearer, innit?
Yeah.
Yep.
Got to be Shearer.
After
that, it's a toss.
I've got Rooney next.
It's Rooney.
It's a toss up between the 3 that are there: Rooney, Aguero, and Van Nistelrooy. Mad one.
I think Rooney goes number 3 because he was different
because of his longevity and that.
But he was just.
Bergkamp goes next to Cantona. Either way around for me.
Because 6, bro. This is when Rooney at 16.
Aguero is definitely higher than Bergkamp. Yep.
Bergkamp is there. Yeah.
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 Let's see.
So where's Andy Cole going then? Because him and Van Nistelrooy are teammates at this point.
Listen, Andy's fine where he is for the time being. Let's actually, probably have to put Harry Kane above him, innit?
Kane goes above Cole.
I think
you know what's funny here? Kane ain't win shit, fam, and he has to be this guy.
I'd bump Kane up one more, you know. But that's
and me.
I think Cole is above Van Nistelrooy. I don't think Kane can make top 5 though.
No, I'm happy with Kane 6.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I'm happy with Kane 6.
I don't think
I can't have Aguero below Kane. Aguero's top 5.
He's
Definitely
top 5 for sure. So the fifth spot would be. So I put Aguero above Ruud.
Yeah, me too. Longevity again. We're talking about.
Yeah. And then,
but then if you put it like that, then you're gonna always put Harry Kane above Ruud. Then
I'd put Cole above.
This is what I'm saying.
Cole me too.
So Cole is top 5 for me in this list.
Yep, he was number 5 on my list.
So then Kane is 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Kane be 6, then Ruud 7.
I'm happy with that.
That's a good list.
Cantona, Drogba.
Yeah,
that's a good list. That is solid. What do you man think? This is solid for me.
You know.
But what do you think? This is solid for me.
I'm trying to figure out why they have no picture for Harry Kane, fam. They don't like this, brother.
That's mad. That's a good list for me. It's a good list.
Is it because I had to take from Andy Cole to Andrew Cole to get a picture for him, and now for Kane, what is his name? Harold, fam. What's going on?
Harold.
Right, let me just put Kane and see what comes up. Let's put Kane, fam. I'm not the wrestler, fam. What the hell is wrong?
You might as well, actually put that picture up. That'd be funny, I can't lie.
Harold Jebediah Kane.
Jeez, man, out there putting the bloody wrestler,
No, you might listen. If you're gonna do pictures, you might as well put him as the wrestler, innit?
Kareem Benzema. Ooh, right now we're getting some kids. Also, Kaká, Toni Kroos, Beckham.
There's another person. Kane's better than Benzema.
And Roy Keane. Bro, give me a Harry Kane. They don't like you, fam. They have Lineker.
I told you, just use the wrestler, bro. At least it's a picture, innit?
I put bloody.
You would have put Kane, the wrestler.
Listen, look, watch it. Just click it, yeah. Click it 1 second. Click it, yeah. It looks better. At least there's a picture there, isn't it?
That's funny.
That's funny. And that's even the right Kane, bro.
Can you Photoshop a Spurs badge onto that shirt he's wearing?
You're a pagan as well, you know.
Kane without the mask, bro.
You know what? Yeah, I'll get a Kane picture and just put it on this before I post the finished thing. Don't worry. But this is not nice, fam. They can't do Kane like that, fam. This is not nice, fam. What is this, fam?
Yeah, that is mad.
Why did him like that? Look at this, fam. Who the hell is this, brother? So this is the list, yeah. Drogba, Cantona, Bergkamp, yeah, but yeah, Bergkamp have to be there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In our honourable mentions, did we shout out Hasselbank?
You did.
You did.
I said, yeah, Jimmy.
Was I the only one?
Man, like Jimmy Floyd, yeah.
Jimmy Floyd.
Jimmy was cool, but you know.
Yeah. No. Listen, it's totally irrelevant to the top 10. It's just that I was just going down memory lane in it.
So you're happy with the list as it is, right?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about Robbie Keane anywhere near as long as I wanted to. So
yes, he was great.
He was great. Very consistent.
Bro, I like a celebration, bro. That's a celebration, not just hand in the air.
And another one as well. He started out very young. I think he was at Wolves. He passed with Wolves, didn't he?
Yeah. We were his first boyhood club, and then he moved on to all
Wolves,
the others that he ticked
Inter
off.
Milan. Oh, that move doesn't get talked about enough, you know. Unfortunately for him, the manager who scouted and bought him, Marcelo Lippi, got sacked soon into.
Man said Lippi leg shot, you know.
Yeah,
and he ended up at Leeds.
But at a time when he went there, they looked at him funny though, because obviously they had R9, Christian Vieri, Roberto Baggio, Ivan Zamorano. It was a madness.
Obviously, they want to look at him like, who are you, fam?
It was an absolute madness.
First football that I ever sat up and watched, Robbie Keane, because he was at my club. And
honestly, I was so gutted that he didn't get a fair shot over there. But I mean, it was almost impossible to, you know, with the strikers that Inter had available. But yeah, he went on to Leeds and he smashed it.
Well, you said someone else below, Ravanelli or some shit. Like,
Fabrizio Ravanelli, one of the greatest debuts in Premier League history.
He's already got debut. Yeah, Makeda had a good debut.
You both want them, man. Don't forget them, man, as well.
Fabrizio Ravanelli arrived after winning the Champions League.
Yeah, but the only thing you're giving me is debut hype. Like,
no,
Well, no, it was
good.
the rest of it too. It was just a particular highlight. I mention it because it's against Liverpool.
Final.
Into
They got relegated, but got to a cup final that year. He scored over 20 goals or 25 goals in a team that got relegated. He was ridiculous.
Fair enough. I'll have to search this guy out.
Bro, this is a madness I'm trying to do here.
Him, Gianluca Vialli, and Alessandro Del Piero made Juve's front three.
Mm-hmm.
I am doing an absolute madness here trying to get Harry Kane on this. Oh my god. Yeah, y'all keep talking, bro.
Kane's fired.
Do you think it's easier to just take Kane out for someone with a photo?
Nah, that's violated, fam. If we do that, fam, that's proper violated Kane. That is disrespectful at that point.
Just put a little disclaimer at the end. Yeah, could not locate photos, so. Here is an alternative.
Maybe just the Harry Kane's not famous, fam. He's not famous.
It's probably Charlie Kane. His brother's probably messed it up somewhere.
Yeah, that guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
He's
famous brother, yeah.
He's
that
guy.
Yeah, we should just pick one based on how good the quality of photo is. Because the Owen photo wasn't really photo in either.
No.
Let's see how the Van Persie one looks. Because he would not look out of place in the top 10.
What do you do? What do you do, Brush?
Yeah, talent-wise and that, and what we saw of him at his absolute best. I think the only thing in it, like injuries and longevity, is what people have against it.
That's why Shearer's mad for me. 2 whole seasons gone, and he still scored all those goals. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. But the one caveat, though, Ed, and the one criticism is that obviously they weren't consistently in Europe. You know, he only had to worry about domestic.
He settled early, didn't he? He won the league early.
Yeah.
Went home,
and then he manoeuvred quite tactically as well after Euro 2000 disappointment. He retired from internationals at 30, so you know that added a bit of longevity to his career as well.
I think I sorted it. Yeah. That should be it. Yeah. I think I sorted it.
Bro, Spurs. Do you see some Spurs fans are not happy with Kane recently?
Are they not?
Why?
Yeah, because he basically said, "At Spurs, we wanted to win, but if you lost 2 games in a row, someone like it's basically not a big deal. But at Bayern, even when we're winning, people saying we have problems. Then he
people
just
take these comments to heart and out of context.
Big club mentality. He basically told us what we know in it.
Yeah.
The history of the Tottenham fan.
Look at this one. The history of the Tottenham.
Nah, listen, Kane.
Taking the piss, fam.
If he doesn't win the Bundesliga, I'm finished. I am actually finished. The way I've been hyping this guy up.
You've been defending that, brother.
For Roland, I said he's better than Benzema, prime for prime. I said he's better than him.
Hey, you out! You have to leave. Just
that's mad.
Please.
I don't care about this Vavavoom nostalgia.
Vavavoom,
Hey.
No. I like where this is going because when I tried to tell him, he wasn't trying to hear me. So
Benzema played second fiddle to Ronaldo and still.
Do you know what's mad? I'm not saying Benzema shit. You might think I'm comparing him to Drogba.
No.
Oh,
no,
Roland, you want to let that run there, Roland?
No. You said prime for prime. He's better. They can't.
Yeah, I think he's a better footballer overall. Yeah, I do.
Even better footballers, please no, because Harry Kane only started developing parts of his game from like 27 onwards.
That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I both their peaks in it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Was doing this at 19. I seen him doing at 19 at Lyon. So like, no, he was doing.
Listen, I'm not saying it's a long way by the way. It's close.
Elements to his game as well, though, man. At Madrid, innit? As he got older.
But the striker that we saw at Lyon at 19 before he moved to Real Madrid at 23, that what he did there was crazy.
Do you know what's mad about Kane though? Is I saw him. I got free tickets to watch him when he played for Leyton Orient, and he looked awful.
Yeah,
and I once
even at Norwich and Leicester, Ed, he didn't look great.
I once watched him at under 21s, and Saido Berahino, the Albion player, was honestly, and Will Hughes were about 50 times better than him. To think about where the careers are now for all of those, the hard work that he's put in is ludicrous. But
Yeah.
Benzema's
Yeah,
better.
it's close though, but yeah, I'd prefer Kane personally.
I prefer Benzema personally.
Yeah, Benzema.
Yeah, Benzema. Yeah. I mean,
But that is a mad one though. Saido Berahino, man, what the hell happened to him?
yeah, Berahino was
I
way.
But you know what? People forget how many sitters Benzema used to miss from Madrid. You know.
Him and who's that French guy they had as well? I remember they came to OT and terrorized us one time. Amalfo or something? Who was the midfielder? Amalfo?
You sound like you just cussed.
Amalfitano, I think.
Yeah, something. Yeah, Amalf something, bro. I can't remember his name. I remember West Brom came and
it sounds a bit mad
messed us
still.
up.
It sounds like he's cussing someone, bro. I don't know what's going on there, bro.
Yes, Berahino. Yeah, like
Saido Berahino.
Actually, we should say this for another stream because I've seen a few debates online that should be fun. There's Neymar, Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho for me.
There's no debate. Next.
Yeah, that was quite easy.
I don't know. I thought Roland was in deep thought for a second.
No. It's Dino. But Neymar, he's very disrespected. I'll just say that.
Brings it on himself a little bit.
Is he though?
He's very disrespected. Trust me.
But who doesn't rate him? I don't understand.
Nah, so it's more so like because he hasn't done like what the previous kind of people that were in that position in Brazil had done.
But you know the amount of pressure they put on you when you come out of Brazil, though, Roland.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, you make a debut at 16. You're the next guy. That's who they put you on that pedestal. And he just basically, if he had stayed at Barcelona, he probably would have been that guy if he did. And and think about it, he made the move, and it's not because of like. There's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes in it, like you're securing something for your family in it, like so.
Definitely financially motivated. Also, his dad as well. I'm sure you've seen the documentary, right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, his dad is a pagan, man.
I mean, look, his dad.
You back to blaming his dad again, fam?
His dad the advisor of somebody.
Yeah, listen, Neymar's dad out on all digital platforms.
He had to do what he needed to do. He did it, and unfortunately, it's not really turned out the way he wanted it to. But if he had stayed at Barcelona, he would have been one.
It was quite sad, actually, even in the doc when he's talking about, there's a point where my dad went from being my dad to more of just a manager.
Yeah.
And it was a more business relationship. I was like, that's kind of sad. Like, you should never feel like that about your old man.
So that's what we came up with there, people.
The Brazil World Cup as well. Heartbreaking, fam.
Yeah. The amount of pressure on him as well.
I see you got the Kane picture.
Yeah, I had to do a madness to get Kane.
Did you just spend the last couple of minutes doing a mad Photoshop?
Bro, you wouldn't believe the things man had to do to get Kane on there, fam.
Wow.
That's mad.
Wow.
And we have
you should have just listened to us. You should have just went with the wrestling game.
We have the Nobel Peace Prize winner at the bottom there. You know, man like Nelson Mandela and all that.
Get out, bro. I'm glad you took that guy.
Man are saying Drogba's rivals are Greta Thunberg than people.
Yo, people, that's the best we came up with for that list. Yeah. If y'all have any objections for it, well, bro. I don't know. Y'all can talk about yourself, fam. I really don't care what y'all.
When are we doing the goalkeepers one, realist?
I can do it this week, though. Whatever y'all want to do it this week, I can do it.
Goalkeepers are a bit techie, because it's. I mean,
goalkeepers is not techie, fam. Trust me.
No, it's just. No, I'm just saying it's kind of boring, isn't it? Like
it's gonna be easy as hell, bro. Because
that's what I'm saying. Like it's just. I mean, then again, we said that, but we thought this one would be easy. Then.
Nah, you might want to bring Michael Owen to this debate. I'm like,
no, but then we found out on this stream that Owen. They had a brown envelope for his Ballon d'Or,
and we found out that Drogba is a Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Yeah, he solved world peace.
Nah, you man, hey.
I'm still not over bringing up 1998 again. I'm gonna have to go to bed heartbroken now.
At least with the heat, you can just settle in a bit quicker, though.
Yeah.
Roland told us
my tears will cool me down.
Luther King's ghostwriter. It's different.
Wait, say that again, Max.
You told us Drogba was Martin Luther King's ghostwriter, didn't you? The dream.
Nah, the dream is Michael Owen thinking he's the top 10. That's the dream. Brother. No way.
You know what? I'm a pagan because it should affect his top 10 status, but his commentary, I'm kind of glad he's not in top 10 because he annoys me.
How he's got any?
But again,
work.
see, that kind of stuff shouldn't come into it. He's an absolute bellend as a commentator, but that's got nothing to do with who he was as a player.
No, it doesn't. But
This is the
I'm
same
kinda-
logic
I'm
why you
kinda
didn't
glad-
like Steve McManaman.
No, I'm kind of glad he ain't my top 10. You know, I just deeped it. I'm kind of glad he didn't make it up though.
Bro, when that guy said, if you want to score a goal, just put it in the back of the net, I'm like, brother, are you serious? That's the best you can do, fam. I'm like, are you serious?
He's not wrong. There's no other way to score a goal.
Yeah, but bro, bro, that's the best you can say, bro. I'm like, come
Yeah,
on,
always.
come on,
How else do you score a goal, really? I'll wait.
bro. Come on, bro. Are you agree with this nonsense commentary, fam?
I'm just scrolling through the Sky Sports website. Breaking news: Pepe leaves Arsenal on a free, 72 million down the drain. Damn.
And these men want to talk to us, fam.
28 years old, you know, and he's been let go for free.
I mean,
Trabzonspor. I think that's who Kevin Campbell used to play for back in the day.
I might have to start the next stream, you know, just to start saying some wild stuff, you know. I don't know. I feel like talking about some wild stuff. Just saying what? Nah, you know what? That's for me and vibes.
If you want to say wild stuff, head over to Twitch, innit?
I'm gonna have to leave you on you man out of that. That's for me and vibes here, because
Yeah.
That's
We don't want no cases.
They cancelled
we don't want to get you all involved in that, family.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's not fair for them, just to be honest. But people appreciate your coming by, supporting the thing. Big up to these man never coming out because we couldn't do it by ourselves. So appreciate these man them. Shout out your socials, Roland.
Yes, people. Pros Only Sports on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube as well. Got a lot of content coming over the next few months, so stay tuned.
Go on, man. This brother here, where you be, fam?
I'm sort of everywhere. You can find me on Twitter at Brushy87.
That guy, yeah. What about? I know what this guy is. Some 1980, 12 or 7 or something. I don't know, bro.
Listen, man's just here, innit? Man's just here.
Wherever you find Taylor Swift, the vibes won't be too far behind.
Man, you're making me sound like Monzi, you know.
What about Ed? Where you at, Ed?
Around all of you lot's channels. That's it. That's me. Tweet Talks is where I am normally, but taking a step back this year. Just couldn't do the long thing every week. But yeah, Tweet Talks is where you need to go.
Also, it's probably best for your mental health this season, Ed, because the way your club's being run, it's an absolute madness.
Oh yeah, yep.
Just ask a quick question before we end this year. Where top 3 teams in the Premier League this season? Who's going to finish top 3?
City are winning it.
All right.
Top 3.
City, Arsenal, United.
Yeah, City, Arsenal, United in that order.
Okay, all right. I didn't know we was going to get back up there, but okay. What about the bottom 3? Everton better be there.
Luton, Everton,
Sheffield United. Yep.
So you think Burnley going to turn it around?
I think they'll
I hope
suffer.
not.
I think with the 3 that we mentioned, the other 2 I expect to struggle are Wolves and Burnley.
I think
It's a toss-up between them. I think Luton are the ones that are definitely going down. I just don't think they're prepared for this league.
Do you know what I think is going to happen? I think Company's going to get sacked and Dash will go back there. Dash will go back there and save them.
So that means basically saying that Everton going to stay up then.
I'll tell you what though, guys. This is why as much as we hate Burnley's anti-football and all of that, but this is why they play Sean Dyche football in the past, because when you're on a limited budget and you try to express yourself and try something different,
Brighton, I'm telling you, Brighton hype is different. You know, when De Zerbi comes up against a low block, he is so confused. Low block, he's so confused. You know, that guy's like Ollie.
I had a wild shout though that I thought that De Zerbi would get sacked this season. Though.
Nah, he won't. He won't get sacked.
I was at the Wolves game. They were ridiculous. They only needed to be ridiculous for 10 minutes, and they scored 3 goals.
You know what? I know.
And I think they might run out of steam though, because
I was thinking.
Oh yeah, we were awful. So it wasn't as if they.
because eventually the analysts in the Premier League are going to find some sort of way to get past that, and the hype will die down, and he gets sacked, and then they have to replace him with somebody else.
I agree.
Because of their attack,
Wolves
I
are
could see
awful.
Liverpool making top 3. Because of their attack.
I mean, because obviously we've seen this before, like with like teams like Brighton, good youth and scouting system, and they keep coming through these players, and then they get cherry picked, and then all of a sudden the team starts falling down the league, and they're in disarray.
And there's only so often you can re-up like that.
Yeah,
it's not always going to work
Well,
out.
and they're playing Thursday night. So.
Bruv, when I said this, they laughed at me.
Look at Southampton.
Japan.
Like,
Southampton
Japan were producing all these players, Van Dijk, Mane, this, that, yeah, and then
Germany getting cooked.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, they laughed at me. Look at Japan slapping them.
I hope it will happen, but because of their attack, it wouldn't surprise me. Liverpool finished 3rd.
Wait, hold on. I need to see if Kai Havertz is in the team. Where is that loser? Where is he?
Depends how quickly that midfield can gel for me.
Is Donkey playing today?
Defensively, they're quite frail.
It's 4-1 now. It's 4-1 now.
Oh my God, is Donkey playing though? Is Donkey playing?
He's a striker.
Yes, Donkey's playing. That my agenda continues. I've got more ammunition.
Do you guys think Newcastle will recover from their slump, or is this the last season for Eddie Howe?
Yeah. They recover, but I still think Eddie Howe. This is probably
Eddie Howe's last season. This is his Mark Hughes moment.
This will be his ceiling. This is his.
You know what's mad?
Yeah.
When I first looked at their group, I thought, they're finishing 4th, but I think they could be Dortmund.
Y'all know what's funny? I'm looking at this Germany team. This is actually a good, aside from Kai Havertz being a striker, but this is actually a good team. Take a touch, Hansi.
But why do they not have proper strikers, man?
Oh, but it's Donkey being misprofiled for his country as well, because apparently he can't play up front. He can't play in the number 10.
You want me to tell you something funny, yeah? He hasn't had a shot all game.
I told you, bro. How is it when we lose 3-1 to Arsenal, I can still laugh at it?
73 minutes, not one shot, fam. Are you the striker?
They haven't put out a weak team.
I told you, because he stinks. That's why. He stinks.
They haven't put out a weak team at all. Wow. Okay.
And Newcastle's attack, I can't
Hansi Flick is shit though. Nah, Paxton, I think that's overboard. They're saying Hansi Flick is shit, fam. I don't. Nah.
It's been a while since I've seen Kimmich at right back. Why are they playing Kimmich right back?
Bro.
Listen, my agenda will run Nagelsmann to Germany. Let's go.
Waistcoat to Germany, yeah? All right.
I like that guy, Bayern.
But all the guy does is dress up in fancy waistcoats.
No, watch. Bayern are going to find out. They hired Osama bin Tuchel, just don't worry.
Listen, his next job is going to be modelling for H&M.
Listen, need to go sign. What's that Italian team that has the Gucci kids from the fantastic kids?
Oh, Venezia.
That's who he needs to go coach.
Now listen, remember,
they're cooking.
Tuchel nearly bottled every trophy, last season. Tuchel nearly did that.
I mean, listen, he really should have lost out the league title too if it weren't for Dortmund's incompetence.
Why do you think as soon as I seen Dortmund draw last week, I said the Bundesliga was done?
Yo, people, appreciate y'all. We're out.
Wow, Germany have 67% possession as well.
This is for all them man who tickle Pep's stuff in it about possession and XG and all that. Bun all them stats.
People later, we're out. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Transfer to the heat, fam. Drink some water, fam. Do something, bro.
Stay cool, people.
Love for the love, people. We out.